Have you ever stopped to consider that even the most personal aspects of our lives can benefit from a fresh perspective, a touch of updated knowledge? Think about it. We constantly learn and adapt in our careers, hobbies, and even our relationships. But what about our relationship with ourselves, intimately speaking? It's a conversation that often remains hushed, especially for men as they navigate the later chapters of their lives. Imagine this. Frank, a vibrant man in his late 60s, sits in his favorite armchair, a sense of quiet contemplation washing over him. He's been reflecting on his life, his experiences, and yes, even his intimate moments. For years, his approach to self-pleasure has been, well, consistent. The same routine, the same rhythm, a habit ingrained over decades. But lately, a nagging feeling has crept in, a sense that something is missing, that the spark isn't quite as bright as it once was. He wonders if it's just a natural part of aging, a gradual dimming of the senses. What Frank doesn't realize, and what countless other men over 55 experience, is that their well-intentioned routine might actually be the very thing holding them back from deeper, more fulfilling experiences. Comment 1 if you think this topic is worth discussing, or 0 if you think it's not that important. It's a bit of an elephant in the room, isn't it? We readily discuss fitness routines, dietary changes, even the latest tech gadgets designed to enhance our lives. Yet, when it comes to the incredibly personal and natural act of masturbation, a veil of silence often descends, particularly for older generations. Many men in this age group never received comprehensive education on sexual health, let alone nuanced guidance on maximizing pleasure in their solo explorations. They've often relied on trial and error, or simply mimicking what they learned in their younger years, unaware that their bodies and their needs might have evolved. This lack of open conversation has created a research gap, a void of information tailored specifically to the experiences and evolving needs of older men in this intimate domain. Today, we're stepping into that space, not with judgment, but with curiosity and a desire to illuminate the path towards greater satisfaction. Are you with me? Type 2 in the comments to let me know you're still watching. Consider George, a retired teacher in his early 60s. He'd heard whispers online, in forums and less than credible corners of the internet, about the supposed benefits of semen retention. The claims were alluring: increased testosterone, boundless energy, a renewed sense of vitality. George, always keen to optimize his well-being, decided to give it a try. Weeks turned into months, and instead of feeling invigorated, he felt, well, uncomfortable. A persistent tension lingered, a sense of unease that he couldn't quite shake. What George and many others might not know is that while short periods of abstinence might have a negligible impact on testosterone, prolonged retention doesn't magically unlock superhuman abilities. Our bodies are finely tuned machines designed to release and replenish. Trying to forcefully override this natural process can lead to more frustration than fulfillment, and in some cases, even contribute to physical discomfort. It's like trying to dam a flowing river. The pressure builds, and the intended nourishment gets blocked. Healthy sexual expression, including regular ejaculation, contributes to a balanced hormonal environment and overall well-being. Moderation is key in all things, of course, but demonizing self-pleasure or forcing extreme retention can be counterproductive. Now let's move from misconceptions to practical techniques. Think about your own routine. Is it, well, predictable? Perhaps like Michael, a meticulous engineer in his late 50s, you found a grip and a rhythm that worked years ago and haven't deviated since. Your hand knows the drill, almost on autopilot. But here's the thing. Our bodies are incredibly adept at adapting. When we repeatedly stimulate the same nerve endings in the exact same way, they can become less responsive. It's like listening to your favorite song on repeat. Eventually, the initial thrill might fade. To reignite that spark, variety is crucial. Try switching hands, experimenting with different levels of pressure. A lighter touch can sometimes be surprisingly intense. Explore different rhythms, speeds, and even the angle of stimulation. These small adjustments can awaken dormant nerve endings and lead to a significant increase in sensation and overall enjoyment. If your usual routine feels like it's lost its luster, this might be the missing ingredient. Have you ever tried consciously varying your technique? Share your thoughts in the comments. Imagine Sarah, Michael's partner. She often wonders why his responsiveness during intimacy isn't what it used to be. unbeknownst to her, his ingrained, repetitive self-pleasure routine has subtly desensitized him to the nuances of touch. By introducing variety in his solo explorations, Michael could actually be enhancing his overall sensitivity and making his experiences with Sarah even more fulfilling. It's a win-win situation. Think of it like weight training. If you always lift the same weight, your muscles stop growing. Pleasure works on a similar principle. Challenge your body with new sensations, and it will respond with greater intensity. Don't be afraid to experiment. It might feel a little different at first, but give yourself time to explore and discover what truly excites you now. Still with me? Drop a yes in the comments to let me know you're tuned in. Another common pitfall, one that resonates with many men who've spent years juggling work, family, and other responsibilities, is the tendency to rush. Masturbation can become a quick release, a habit born out of necessity for speed and discretion. But just like savoring a fine meal versus wolfing down fast food, the experience is vastly different. Rushing through self-pleasure not only diminishes the immediate enjoyment, but can also reinforce a pattern of fast, surface-level stimulation, potentially making it harder to achieve deeper, more satisfying orgasms. Consider David, a busy entrepreneur in his mid-60s. For years, his approach has been about efficiency. Get in, get it done, move on to the next task. But lately, he's noticed a lack of profound satisfaction. By consciously slowing down, David can allow himself to fully engage with the sensations, building anticipation and exploring different levels of stimulation. It's about reconnecting with his body in a more mindful way. Try incorporating deep, relaxed breathing as you approach climax. Many men tense up, holding their breath, which can actually shorten the experience. Instead, focus on deep, slow breaths, allowing your body to relax and fully embrace the sensations. This simple change can significantly enhance both the intensity and duration of pleasure. Now let's talk about expanding our horizons, literally. For many men, pleasure has been traditionally focused on one specific area. But our bodies are a tapestry of nerve endings, with pleasure hotspots scattered throughout. Think of the inner thighs, the lower abdomen, the chest, even the perineum, the area between the genitals and the anus. These zones are rich in nerve endings that can significantly heighten arousal when stimulated. Consider Robert, a thoughtful artist in his early 70s. He'd always focused solely on his genitals for pleasure. One day, feeling adventurous, he started gently exploring other areas of his body. The sensations he discovered were surprising and incredibly pleasurable, adding a whole new dimension to his solo time. Don't be afraid to experiment with gentle touch, massage, or even temperature variations on these often overlooked areas. It's like upgrading from basic stereo to surround sound. You unlock layers of sensation you never knew existed. Have you ever consciously explored other erogenous zones during self-pleasure? And speaking of enhancing the experience, let's address a simple yet transformative tool, lubricant. For years, many men rely on dry stimulation, perhaps out of habit or a sense of it being natural. But the truth is, friction can sometimes lead to discomfort and even reduce sensitivity over time. A good quality lubricant can make all the difference, creating a smoother, more pleasurable experience that closely mimics the sensations of partnered intimacy. Imagine John, a widower in his late 60s, who had always avoided using lubricant. On a whim, he decided to try it, and the difference was remarkable. Sensations were heightened, the experience was more comfortable, and he found himself enjoying self-pleasure in a way he hadn't in years. Don't shy away from exploring tools and enhancements that can elevate your experience. They're not about replacing anything, but about amplifying what's already there. Finally, we need to address the unseen barrier that can cast a shadow over even the most technically proficient self-pleasure practices: guilt. For many men, particularly those raised in more conservative times, a sense of shame can be deeply ingrained around the topic of masturbation. Even if intellectually they understand it's a natural and healthy part of life, a lingering feeling of guilt can prevent them from fully letting go and enjoying the experience. This emotional weight can manifest as anxiety, tension, and self-judgment, ultimately hindering pleasure. Consider Paul, a kind and thoughtful grandfather in his late 70s. He'd always felt a twinge of guilt after masturbating, a feeling that he was doing something he shouldn't. To overcome this, Paul started consciously reframing self-pleasure as an act of self-care, just like his daily walk or a healthy meal. He began to understand that it contributed to his physical and mental well-being, helping to reduce stress and improve his mood. By shifting his mindset from guilt to self-appreciation, Paul found that his experiences became much more enjoyable and fulfilling. Try creating a mindful practice around self-pleasure. Set the mood, dim the lights, put on some relaxing music, and take your time. By making it an intentional and enjoyable ritual, you shift your perspective from something secretive to an act of self-love. Challenge those negative beliefs. Ask yourself where they came from. Are they truly yours, or are they echoes of outdated societal norms? Recognizing this can help you release unnecessary shame and embrace a healthier perspective. Remember, self-pleasure doesn't detract from intimacy with a partner. In fact, it can enhance it by increasing your comfort and confidence with your own body. We've covered a lot today, from debunking myths to exploring new techniques and addressing emotional barriers. Remember, enhancing your intimate experiences is a journey of self-discovery. By being open to new ideas, experimenting with different approaches, and letting go of any lingering guilt, you can unlock new levels of pleasure and satisfaction. It's about cultivating a more mindful and fulfilling relationship with your own body, one that benefits not only your solo time, but also your overall sexual well-being. Before you go, there's one crucial step to ensure this knowledge truly transforms your experience. Don't just file this information away, put it into practice. Try one new technique this week, or consciously focus on slowing down during your next solo session. Small changes can lead to big rewards. If you found this video insightful and helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel for more content designed to empower you on your journey to greater well-being and fulfillment. Your support helps us continue to create videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.